Hi, this is Ashley Eckstein, voice of Ahsoka Tano, and thank you for listening to the Super Awesome Geek Show.
Oh, hey! Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Super Awesome Geek Show. Gerard is already here. Good morning, Gerard Kane, my friend. Rolando is here. Hey, Rolando, what's up, buddy? Rolando is one of the good ones. Rolando will probably be throwing off a bunch of links today, right, Rolando? Because Rolando's always on top of the link. Wait, is Rolando hold on here. Is Rolando a dude on my streams this system? Let me see. He's got to be, right? Let me make sure that we got mods. I'm not seeing the mods today, but let me make sure we got mods because there should be mods. But see, my StreamYard YouTube thing got messed up. Yeah, Rolando's still a mod. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Shadows here. Yeah, we got some mods. Okay. Yeah, it's just not my so I screwed up with my system, and it's going to be a little bit for me to get it reset here cuz Mr. B, good morning, Mr. B. Hope you are having a good weekend. So far, yeah, as he says, so far so good. Excellent. Everybody else must be sleeping it off. White Shadow, hey, Chippo, what's up? Great game of Call of Duty. Shadow and Sir Eric Brown had me up till 1 a.m. playing Call of Duty Friday night. It was crazy. I don't stay up that long, and they've got me to do it twice now, where they're keeping me. I think Brandon and Eric kept me up one night, and now Shadow and yeah, but crazy. Good fun though. It's fun though. We have fun. All right. Orlando is everybody's mod. Yeah. So, today we are going to take a look at some Robin Hood stuff. We have Robin Hood. Now we'll go through the figure. I have all the figures carded, and I got a selection of them loose. You kept saying one more, and we have to end on a good note. Don't blame me there. He says, you kept saying one more, we have to end on a good note. Yeah, we kept dying, so I was like, all right. But we were dying in like 5 minutes. I wanted to actually, it was like around midnight or so, and I was like, I'll play till about 12:30. But we kept having these rounds that lasted only like 5 minutes, and we kept dying and not accomplishing anything. So I was like, we got to end on a good note. So we kept playing, and then it ended up being till 1 o'clock before I think we ran out of I ran out of equipment at 1 o'clock. So I was like, I'm done. I don't want to go collecting equipment. I ran out. I had nothing left. My DMZ character's down to nothing. He has no guns. But anyways, yeah. So I have 5 loose figures here we can look at, and I've got all the figures on card, so we can look at those. And then I also just recently picked up the Battle Wagon, this cool monster here. And so we can look at that and look at what, there's a couple parts missing. It's not 100% complete. I found it for $20 and I couldn't pass it up. I was like, $20, that's mine. You know, I don't care if it's missing a couple parts, because The Ewok Battle Wagon from Star Wars. We're going to go through a lot of this. I found a website where we can look at where they got these parts from. But the battle wagon for Robin Hood is exactly the same battle wagon as the Ewok Battle Wagon from Power of the Force Star Wars Kenner 1985. And the Star Wars version, the Ewok one, sells for hundreds of dollars, like 200 or 300, maybe even up to 500. I haven't looked in a while, but it's at least 2 or 3. Oh, pardon me. It's at least $200 or $300, and so to get a battle wagon, whether it's Star Wars or not, for $20, I was just like, "Are you kidding me? That's crazy!" So I had to get it, and it's we can play with its features. It's got like these features where a thing comes down. Yeah. Anyways, so I've been thinking about collecting the original line. Yeah, the if you're talking about Robin Hood here, it's a good line to collect, and the reason I collect it is because there's a couple of "Good morning, Connor. Dropped you a DM, sir." Oh, I hope that means that Connor. Well, my phone is being used by the I can look on here, but I hope that means that. Yes, I know. Yeah. Connor, you're in Ireland, right? Are you real? Yeah, right. Are you in Ireland? I don't have where everybody is in the world like completely nailed down, but I think you're over in the UK somewhere, right? Yeah. So it would be 6 p.m. UK time for you. What we're talking about is I saw Luke with saber, but the tip is bent. They want 99 loose. Ooh. With the saber, it's hard. Yeah, Dublin. Yeah, it's 12 p.m. here. Okay, yeah. I'm kind of jumping back and forth. But so what Connor's referring to is glad you guys are all up mad early. Well, later on today, so it'd be 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern time, and 6 p.m. in the UK. We're starting the Jeopardy tournament of toys, and there's going to be 6 first round games, and then 3 finalized two semifinal games, and a wild card game to get someone else into the final. And then there'll be the winners of that round will determine who's in the finals. And then and it's all building up. Like first round prizes are small things like these little Star Wars packs that have like a couple minifigures and stuff. Second round prizes are valued at around $20, and they're these things like this. Like here's an Ahsoka Tano, and you got a Donald Duck. And then the final prize, the prize of all prizes, is this giant Boba Fett starship. That's the one that the final winner of the entire thing will get, and he also will get a trophy. He or she will also get a Lego trophy saying they are the Jeopardy Tournament of Toys champion of champions. But that will be, Dino and I were talking about, that's going to be like 9 or 10 weeks down the road. So it'll be like a March Madness thing when the winners finally, because we're going to have one game a week, and we got to do 6 rounds of first game stuff here first. Yeah, there we go. The Jeopardy game will start there later today, and maybe Connor will be in on it. I'm wearing a Cobra Kai shirt too. Yes, Cobra Kai. Oh, I just tipped my water over. Luckily, I have a water with a cap on it today. I just grabbed one out of the fridge. And then what Mr. B is talking about is getting a loose Luke Skywalker for around $100. And that, it does seem to be the going rate these days. I am very, it upsets me that they've gone to these prices even loose. I can remember when a carded Luke Skywalker was $100, you know? So, yeah, it's really, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But that is I do see that as with the lightsaber, the going rate, but, it's tough to spend that money. But on the other side, that might be the going retail rate that I see in general. But I also have seen Luke Skywalker's with the lightsaber for as low as $20-$30. So for collecting loose Star Wars figures, it pays to be extremely patient and not just grab the first thing you see or whatever. It's like, because you can and you can still find a lot of Star Wars figures at garage sales, car boot sales, parking lot sales, community sales, and we just had a community sale, I guess it was a couple months ago now. It was back like around the beginning of November in a town near me, and there was a lot of vintage stuff hanging around. We stumbled upon it one day when we were out driving around, and I told my dad, I was like, we got to start looking for these, like specifically hunting online and looking around, because I don't want to miss community sales, and I want to be prepared, because I also didn't have a lot of money when we were driving around with me to be able to just buy some stuff. But you can find vintage stuff still at these things for decent prices. Yeah, the prices are what keep me from collecting. Exactly. Yeah. So you just got to be, I don't know, see if there's any car boot sales in your area, like parking lot sales where people drive their cars up and just sell out of the back of their car, out of a van or whatever they got. And then look for what we call garage sales, yard sales at people's houses, and any community sales. And that's what I'm trying to get into more, is finding, because every community does have a community sale where it's a communal. They'll either do it in like a convention center space, or they'll do it in a gymnasium of a school, or they'll do it in they'll like around here they generally tend to find a field, like an open area, like a park or something, and they'll in a sense use that park for the day, and everyone will set up tents and put up little like tables with stuff to sell. And so that's where I want to try to find more of those, because there's so many communities in the area that, in my opinion, there should be one just about every month, because they all have sales and they can't all do it at the same time, So, yeah. We're getting a little off track. We're talking about finding good deals. Don't buy, look for something cheap. Yeah, see, that's what Mark's kind of saying, the same thing. Look around before you spend that much money on a figure, because I swear I've seen them. I see them going for that price, but I also have seen them down around $20-$30. It's like, it depends where you are. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess Mark is doing the same thing I'm doing. I've been doing an affordable series, I did affordable Star Wars Mask and G.I. Joe so far, and I'm working on the affordable Transformers series video. And some of these I'm going to revisit as we go down the line, but it's tough. The way that I want to make the videos, it takes me about a week or two, and I've been working on the Transformers one for a couple weeks. So, yeah, Mint Luke for 50. Who is this? The King of England? Yield to the Sheriff of Nottingham. I am Johnin of the Hood, the King. Yes, I'm not the king. I think Rum is the first one to notice I was even wearing a hat. No one else said anything except for Rum, so he's the first one that knows I'm wearing a hat, of course. Hashtag MLA. Stay away from the vans. That's John's trick to get you. Geek Strong. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. And Dino. Everyone's saying hello to Dino. Hello to the Monkey Lizard Army from Chippo. The MLA rises. Up from the ashes comes the Monkey Lizard. All right. Well, it's normal for you to wear a hat now. Okay, I see. It's getting too normal. So yes, if anybody wants to join, there is a link pinned to the top. Join me and let's talk. John wearing a crazy hat. It's a normal day. It's just as normal as Dino wearing a crazy wig. I thought you just finished off your shift at Burger King. Yeah. New haircut. So we're going to be talking about Robin Hood. Like I said, I've got carded figures. I've got loose figures to look at. I've got the battle ram. But first, something just came in the mail yesterday when I was on with Chris Perillo. Dino Riders comic books. So I figured I'd show these off real quick. Dino Riders #1 premiere issue. I've been hunting for the Dino Riders comics for a couple years now. I asked all my local stores, and they were still coming up dry. I mean, I had a couple stores actively looking for me, and they just never found them in the local market. So I ended up buying. I found a store online that had them. I made a deal with him. He got them sent to me, and I've got all three. So Dino Riders #2 there, and then Dino Riders #3. And I'm trying to fill in all my holes. I know I had one of these. I probably have I think I have #3 in a bin in one of my boxes, but because that looks the most familiar. So I think I might have, but the guy sold me all three for $20, so I had to buy them and shipped. So yeah, so they're vintage. We'll look at that real quick, and then we'll move on to our topic of the day. And but I've been looking for the old comics of filling in all the old cartoons that I had, because I want to have all the old cartoon comics in one box together, and most of them I have, but I needed something. I had I didn't have the full run of the Humanoids, so I also got that from the same guy. I was after the Dino Riders, I was a couple days later. I was like, "Oh, by the way, do you have the Inhumanoids 1 through 4?" And he did, so I bought those. I think those were also $20 for all 4, and he's sending them to me next, and hopefully they'll be here tomorrow or Tuesday. And so I've been going through and getting all the old cartoon things in comic form, because all those books have shot up. They used to be dollar books. They used to be throwaways, no one cared. And look, they've already gone up to $5, $6, $7 per book. So they're, you know what I mean? In some cases, $10 per book. So, they're just going to keep going up, I think. And so I might as well make sure I have all of them now while it's still relatively affordable, crazy if they make a movie out of any of this stuff. I've heard Dino Riders was optioned for a number of things, like a film, a TV show to come back. Dino Riders has been optioned for a lot of different stuff. So we could very well see a Dino Riders streaming show or a Dino Riders movie just suddenly pop up out of nowhere, and these comics are now worth $100 each. You know what I mean? So it's a good time to buy a lot of this stuff. You guys doing toys and fitness today? Are you doing that? Let us know if you're doing that. White Shadow, Dino Riders, awesome, great haul. That's what she said. Afternoon, Jonathan Redmond. All right, let's switch over to the hood cam. We got the camera of the hood over here. And again, if anyone wants to join in, please do so. The link is at the top. Hopefully I'll see you down here at the bottom, and we'll get you in. Let me turn on another light here so we can see this better. Let me get a different angle so we don't have it. We're not looking at Iron Man. That'll work, I think. We'll tilt it up a little bit, maybe. I thought I had this all set, but apparently not. All right, there we go. So we'll be able to look at stuff like this. Move this one around. Is that better? That's a little better. Look at that. Okay, so first let's take a look at each of the. Let's take a look at the figures themselves. So I do have a couple of them open, and then we'll go. Well, how about the card? We'll look at the carded ones. Okay, so here we go. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. This was the series that was. It was based on the movie with Kevin Costner. Now these are, what are these? Like around, are these 1991? Oh, they're later than I thought. I thought they were like 89 or something. I thought this was the same time as Batman, but I guess it's later. It's 1991. So Robin Hood came in two different forms. I think I got another one here. Yeah. There was the crossbow Robin Hood right here from Kenner. These are Kenner, which is why I like them as well. And this one has a white outfit and tan with some belt stuff. He's got a cape with a hood, much like Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker. And he's got a crossbow there with a little arrow that shoots out. Now, there's two different versions of Robin Hood here, and I think I have the two different heads, actually, but each of these had two different heads, so there is a variant, which I don't have the variants on card, because I actually, when I started collecting these, I didn't realize there was a variant head, but the first head that was made, they made it for both versions of Robin Hood. There's a Robin Hood with a long bow, Robin Hood with long bow, and he comes with a more padded type outfit. Underneath this is essentially the same body, but brown instead of white and tan. It's brown and black. And this one has a long bow and some arrows that I think go into a quiver on his back, if I remember right. But each of these versions of Robin Hood had different, like, two different heads. So you would have to buy 4 Robin Hoods, 2 of this one and 2 of this one, to have all the variants. Because what they did is they first made a head, which I think is this head, that did not look like Kevin Costner. It was just a random person head. And then they made a new head, which I think is this one, because you can see the hairline is different. And this one looks a little bit more like Kevin Costner. So they tried to make the sculpt look a little bit more like, because people were complaining it doesn't look like Kevin Costner. So they switched the head somewhere in the production on both of these figures from a generic head to a Kevin Costner head. And to me, it's kind of hard to tell which is which, but I don't know. Either that or I don't have the generic head, and both my heads are Kevin Costner heads. I don't know. But I have a Kevin Costner loose. And this has the arrow that goes in there. He doesn't really hang on to these weapons all that well. It's kind of a... Yeah. But I think these are really cool figures. I think they look great. The cloth, the soft goods are really good on this line. They did a great job with the with all the clothes. Almost every character I think has soft goods and clothing and everything. It's really cool. But I think the reason you get a lot of extra stuff is because they skimped out on when they modeled the characters, which we're gonna see. We're going to see when we look at this website I got going. So those are the Kevin Costners. And then we also have Morgan Freeman played in this movie. And Morgan Freeman was the Azim with a scimitar, and I think he was a character. Wasn't Azim made up for the movie? Like, I don't remember when I was a kid. I don't remember stories of Robin Hood having this guy from the Middle East with a saber, a scimitar, whatever, a lightsaber. Jeez, and but I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. But really cool character. I really like this package art and the character. This is the cloth goods on this one is great. I really, really, really dig this one. And here's the back of the box, by the way. I don't think we looked at the back. You've got the proof of purchase and all the Kenner stuff down below. The 8 figures that are in the line are there, and you've got the all the different play sets and stuff. And like I said, a lot of this stuff, we'll see it on this site that we're going to look at in a second, but a lot of this stuff, the Sherwood Forest, you'll recognize that as the Ewok village. And then the battle wagon, you'll recognize as the Ewok battle wagon. And then these two things are new for the line. They made them. But it turns out that later on, Kenner reused these items for the Bone Age line. So, in a sense, like everything in this line has been reused on some other product that Kenner made. So it's pretty funny how they did that. So I do have Azim right here. And again, I think this is a badass looking character. Really, really cool. I love the headband thing and how it fits on and goes with the cloak. The sword can fit right in with the belt. It's just awesome how it tucks in there. I mean, he just looks so cool. I mean, it's just an awesome looking figure. And these are great. And now these are so cheap right now. I mean, you can get most of the figures for $10 or less on card. You might, I mean, if you want really perfect, pristine, really nice looking cards, like you might have to jump up in the $20 range, but they're not going to break the bank. These things are very easy to come by, so much so that I bought nice carded versions for them all, but then I bought crappy cards. I bought some where the cards were folded and bent or ripped and torn, but the figure was still in the bubble and intact, and that's how I got the loose figures. I opened those to get loose figures that were totally mint. And I didn't feel bad because the cards were all destroyed anyways, and those were like $5 or $10. So it's not something that would break the bank. You're not gonna lose your house over this line, And there's a few that I need to get, like Will Scarlet here with crossbow. Like, this is what I'm talking about. His card is pretty much destroyed. This whole side was folded over and bent. This was folded back. So I do have the intention, and this corner is like ripped open right here. So I do have the intention of opening this figure and finding a better carded one. And you have this as my loose one, and then find a better carded one. But this is what I'm talking about. Like, I mean, look at this back. It's just been bent and folded to hell. I don't know if you can see it, but in person, this whole thing has been folded up like a wad and then straightened back out. It's like completely wrinkled and destroyed. But yeah, so this was played by oh, what the hell? Why can't I get his name off the top of my head? He was just in Willow. Christian Slater. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, someone else is already in here going, it's Christian Slater, it's Christian Slater. Yeah, Blue's like, you sent me a carded Friar Tuck. Yeah. Long time ago. That was OnlyFans. Need me to whip out my wood? Give me 20 minutes. All right. So yeah, Lego studs later today. We're going to be on that. Yep. I got some Lego to build. I have a super science question. All right, Sherwood Forest is not that big. How stupid were the sheriff's men to not find Robin Hood in there? 10 dudes could search the whole place for bandits. All right, well, that's because Sherwood Forest has a little bit of magical elements to it. It's a magical place, and when you enter Sherwood Forest, the forest actually protects you and clouds you from evildoers. So it knew that Robin Hood and those guys were on the side of good, and the sheriff's men were on the side of bad. So it was easier for them to hide in the bushes because the cloaking field that the forest puts up and protects good people could keep them safe and hidden. It's like Will o' the Wisps. We're in there protecting them, little fairies or something. Yes, we are doing toys and fitness at 9. All right, cool. Cool. A magical place like Tahiti from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. There you go. Yep. There you go. In fact, I might open that Will Scarlet sooner than later because that is a really bad card back. And then I got a pretty good one here because this one's even unpunched still. It is Little John with quarterstaff, and this is a cool figure. I really do want to find a trashed card or a loose one that's complete of this guy, because he even has cloth over his boots, which I think is really cool. A giant staff, which looks great, and he's a big, beefy character. Really cool looking guy. Yeah, this is a great figure, and really happy to have this one. As opposed to the littlest guy, which is Friar Tuck. And my Friar Tuck is also unpunched and really mint. Now, the reason I specifically really wanted a Friar Tuck mint, like as perfect as possible, is because this one, for Star Wars fans, is one of the most sought-after figures in the line, because under this cloak is the Gamorrean Guard, body. So this is a direct from Star Wars to Prince of Thieves connection in the Kenner toy thing. Friar Tuck with battle staff. It's not really a battle staff. Wait till you see this thing. But I had to have one as mint as possible. I probably paid a little extra for this one just because, you will, because if you get it super mint because of the Star Wars connection. If Star Wars fans are going to get one figure, they're going to get Friar Tuck because they want that Gamorrean Guard. It's famous within some collecting groups that, if you collect Star Wars, you got to have the Gamorrean Guard human, which is this guy. And I can show you that here. I have Friar Tuck as a loose figure also, and this is his battle staff. It's more like it's not a battle staff. I don't know what this is, but if you look under we're going to lift up his robes. Oh my gosh, we're looking at him. It's the Gamorrean Guard. See, yeah, right there. It's like totally the Gamorrean Guard. So, and in a second, like I keep saying, we're going to go to this website that I found. Really great site, and it shows where, surprisingly, none of these figures are original. So, this one is the Gamorrean Guard, and a lot of these other figures that we're seeing are actually from Kenner's Superpowers line, from the DC Superpower line. And that's another reason I think why they have so many soft goods. Is because they've reused a lot of parts from earlier toys, so they didn't have to pay for molding costs. They didn't have to pay for all that. So they could the money could go into giving them soft goods that would cover up a lot of the reuse of molds, but also give them a lot of character and value for the money. These are pretty sweet figures. Time Vault, hey, how you doing, Time Vault? Good to see you. Good to see you. So the next one we got is Sheriff of Nottingham with sword. And the sheriff was played by... Come on, it's Snape. Why can't I... His name is not hitting me right now. Come on, it's... He played Snape. He played... Oh my gosh, he was in Die Hard. Why am I drawing a blank? Why am I drawing a blank on these names today? Like... I'm just a terrible host here. One of you guys is gonna know it immediately, and I'm not gonna. I'm drawing a blank here. Alan Rickman, right? Yeah, right. Yeah. It's Alan Rickman, right? I think it's Alan Rickman, yeah. Right? Is that right? Am I right? Is that? Let me look this up. Actor. There we go. Robin Hood. Alan Rickman. Yeah. That's it. Alan Rickman. Yeah. Okay. Yes, Rickman. Yeah. There you go. By the way, Michael Masters. Coming to. Oh, cool. Okay. So yeah, Alan Rickman. That's who it is. Yeah, and this is a great figure, and they should have redone the head on him too, but they didn't. They actually reused the head mold. Like most of these characters have new head molds. That's the only new part. But on this one, they even reused the head. So they should have made a new head for this guy, but never did. And this is the Lex Luthor body from, I think it's Lex Luthor from the Superpowers line. And so it's, but this is a stunning, in my opinion, this is a stunning card back. I love the photo. I love looking at the figure itself. It's just, these cards and this packaging design is just absolutely brilliant in my opinion. They look so good with these photos, and it's so nostalgic too, right? You know, like it's just total nostalgia. Yeah, I love it. I only have one carded figure. Kevin Costner, Robin Hood. Yeah. So this is him out of the packaging. He's got an awesome looking sword, a cool cape with like sparkly. I like to pet it and rub it and care for it. He's got a nice gold chain with a little medallion on it. Nothing printed on the medallion. And then a pointy finger, and they all have this pointy finger thing, and sword hand, the screaming head for some reason. And they do fit standard Kenner Star Wars stands, by the way. And then the last figure we got is the Dark Warrior with Pike. You could get a couple of these and just like army build this guy. This is the bad guy army builder. Mine has some sticker residue on the packaging there, but until I found a better one, I'm keeping him on card. I mean, because this isn't really a bad card back. It's just that one little flaw. But great looking figure. This is a really cool trooper figure because look how awesome that guy looks. Like if you're building a medieval army to go storm a castle or do something, you want to have a couple of this figure in your diorama. I mean, like, whether you're collecting Robin Hood figures or not, this is one of those ones that are like if you were setting up some kind of little diorama where you wanted this scale of guys attacking a fort, you would have this guy in there anyways. You know what I mean? You would have him as part of the army because it looks like a chainmail kind of outfit with a helmet, and he's got this cool pike. I mean, it's a great looking medieval battle warrior like thing. You know, I think he's really, really cool and a great figure to have. And here he is with the battle pike and his outfit and everything. And yeah, these do fit standard Star Wars stands. The holes in the feet are exactly the same size as Kenner Star Wars figures, so they work really well with those Kenner stands if you got any of those. And helmet comes off. He's a pretty generic head, but great looking figure. Really cool character to have, and a lot of fun, I think. Now, let me switch gears here. We'll look at this website because since we've gone through the figures, I want to show you where these figures come from because it's pretty fascinating to me that they. And then we'll look at the battle wagon and other stuff because Rick's here too, so we can talk to Rick while we're doing this. Hey, Rick.
Hey.
Sound like okay, there it is. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to remove that for now, and I'm going to move to this website. Are you okay to go through the figures on the website before we look at your stuff there, Rick? Or
yeah, for sure.
Are you short for time? I don't know. Let me.
No, I'm still half asleep.
Okay, all right. So let me share this screen here with you. Boom, boom. Do we have the action figure insider on the screen, right? We should have it on the screen, right? Yes. Okay, we're good. All right, yeah. So I can't see anyone's chat at the moment, but this is the Action Figure Insider website. They have some great articles on Action Figure Insider about let me get rid of the ad. We don't need to stare at this ad the whole time. It's a great website with lots of articles about action figures and toys, and they have some incredible articles like this one that go into detail on how some toys are made. And I want to give credit, so I'm going to go down to the bottom first. Danny Cantina Dan Newman is the one who wrote this article, and he calls himself an action figure anthropologist. Professor Cantina Dan has been doing scholastic contributions to the online community studying the world of Parum Plasticus Populus, which means little plastic people in Latin. And his focus is visual cataloging of species exhibits through photojournalism. So he thinks he considers each of these its own species of stuff, you know, and but what I want to look at mostly is the photos here. So he's got like all the figures together. Oop, what the hell? Okay, I guess we can't do that. Close. I don't want to look at that. And he's got all the figures together here with the archer version, the longbow version of him, and then he's got them all together with the crossbow version as two different photos. But the part that we want to get to is this. So can I actually blow this up? No, we can't blow this up. All right, I was hoping we could blow these up, but we can't. So what I was talking about was the Kevin Costner one. Oh, I know what we can do. We can do this. Yes, we can do this. All right, here we go. Is that working out all right? That should be working out all right. So the body on the longbow version is actually the same body on the crossbow version. But those bodies have both been taken from Green Arrow in the Superpowers line. So you can see it's an exact match. The belt, the thing, the legs are the same, except they took away the knee articulation, and the arms are the same. They even got the pointy finger for the pullback of the bow feature, And you'll see that most of the figures use these arms. There's a lot of figures using those arms. So Kenner didn't really spend money on these at all. And it's interesting to, like, if you've got both figures, to look at them. Now, I don't own a lot of Superpowers loose, so I can't really match these up in person, but it's still, this is why this website is so cool. So you'll also see here that the arms and the torso of Hawkman from the Superpowers is what became Little John's torso and arms, and then the legs of Batman became the legs of him. But one could argue that the legs of Batman and the legs of Hawkman are the same also, because they point out down here that it matches the pointy, like you can even see the pointy boot, the point of the boot in the leg mold, but he's got the same boot, you know what I mean? So technically they reuse the legs for both figures, but yeah. So this essentially is Hawkman with a different head, And then they reused Hawkman's head and body for the warrior, the warrior, the one you could army build. The warrior you could army build is again Hawkman, but these are different. They molded in some cases they remolded the boots. So he's just pointing out that the legs and the boots are from somewhere else. But I think what happened here is it's the leg up to the knee for one of these figures, but from the knee down, because they got rid of the knee bend, the articulation of the knees, and made these 5 POA instead of having knee joints, they just remolded a part for the bottom of the leg when they did that mold, and that's why he has different boots. And then Hazim is the body of Shazam, the arms of Green Arrow, and then again he's got legs that, in my opinion, I think what happened here is they reused the upper legs. Looks like they may have reused upper legs from Shazam even, because they're thick and bulky, but then from the knee down they just molded and they made a new part, and that was with these kind of boots, And then for the Sheriff of Nottingham, the head came from a character used in RoboCop. Whoops, I just screwed us up. From a character used in RoboCop line. The body is the Lex Luthor body from the armored Lex Luthor, and then again the arms are from the Green Arrow figure to make up this whole. So this is 3 different action figures turned into one to be the Sheriff of Nottingham. And like I said before, I don't think they should have reused this guy's head. Like, why would you do that? I mean, I know it saves them money, but they should have given him a different head, because he doesn't look like Alan Rickman, Will Scarlet is Robin and Desaad. So they took the Robin upper body and arms, and then they have the Desaad legs. And what's funny is you can even still see the Robin underwear shape in the crotch here. So they didn't even try to hide it at all, And the Desaad legs with all the belts right there. It's pretty cool that you can kind of pick out the parts and know what they reused. And then here's the famous one, Friar Tuck, as the Gamorrean Guard. So The arms are exactly the same. They didn't really change anything on those. But if you look on the Gamorrean Guard, he's got kind of a almost like an armored plate here molded into the brown. And they kind of scrubbed that away and gave him some folded. So they've modified the sculpt a little bit and got rid of that plate. And then the other thing they did is you'll notice there's no knife or anything, but they added like a little knife blade or something on this belt here that wasn't on the Gamorrean Guard. So they did do a little bit of retooling of this mold, but essentially Friar Tuck is the Gamorrean Guard. You know what I mean? And also a little bit shorter than the other characters for that because of that. And now we're going to get into what Rick and I are going to look at, but we'll look at this first and then we'll close this website. But the Ewok village from Return of the Jedi, the Endor village, became the Sherwood Forest. And then the battle wagon and the Ewok catapult became the battle wagon, which we'll see in a minute. Now, Rick has the Sherwood Forest, which that's why he's here. And then well, not only that, but Rick is really cool, so it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not here just for the Sherwood Forest. And then I got the battle wagon, which we'll look at and see what parts are missing. But then there's the Bola launcher and the net launcher, which later were reused in the Bone Age line by Kenner. They used them in Bone Age. But I do kind of want to get these, though. I haven't seen them around for sale, so I don't know how much these things really are, but I do kind of want to pick one up and of those. And I kind of want to get boxed versions of some of these because I like the way, at least one thing I want to get in a box because the boxes I think look really cool and the artwork. I like this action artwork on the front of them. I think it's pretty neat. And they're drawings, like rather than photos like they did, back in the day, a lot of things were drawings. So you really had no idea what you were getting in the box, it's like, yeah. So anyway, yes, that is Action Figure Insider. A really great resource for off articles like this, like articles that will give you information on how a toy line was manufactured, how it was made, stuff like that. It's not so much like going through all of the like what to collect, more as like giving you the history and information about the line. And so a really good website. And I think that Cantina Dan did a great job with this article. And I applaud him because these photos are great. It's really cool to see these comparisons and know where this line came from in a sense. All right, so we're removing that. Rick is still building his thing, so I will add this back to the stream, and then we'll look at this battle wagon while Rick is building his
let's check out my battle wagon too, because there are a little bit of differences that I can see.
Yes, let's do it.
Basically, the color of the shields, mine's more of a yellow gold, and yours look to be more of an orange gold. But that could be the lighting.
No, it is. I think there are variants, and you have the drum. I was questioning if the drum was really part of it, and you have a drum.
Yeah, there's a little gray drum.
Yeah. Because on the Ewok one, it's a brown drum. But yes. I was wondering if it even came with a drum. The other thing is, my ladder is gray. Is your ladder more tan?
Yeah, no, this one has a gray ladder as well.
Oh, okay. It's more gray if it's just the way the lighting was. Yeah. And then so I'm missing a drum. I'm missing one panel with I'm missing the other panel. And then I think there was so then the catapult went on top. Do you have the catapult?
I think so.
Yeah, there you go.
This might be an Ewok one, though. I know.
That's the thing. It's hard to determine sometimes.
But this does mount on there.
Yeah.
So kind of like how that skull mounted.
Yep.
There.
So he's got a cat in a box. Do you store your cat in a plastic box? What's wrong with you?
All my cats are stored away in Rubbermaids. And then you just put this tree on top.
Oh yeah, there you go.
There
you go. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, these are by far the coolest part of the whole line. These tree parts.
And I'm curious how they clip onto the village. That's awesome. Yeah, you have, look at this. So this too, my battering ram is brown.
This
and
part?
Yours, mine's dark brown, and yours is more tannish.
Yeah, mine's more it's that gold color, like.
Yeah. See, I think there's variations even within this set, because your shields are clearly gold, and your wheels have gold things on them where mine are gray.
Yeah, there's differences in the wheels too. Like I also have I got my Ewok wagon here just so we can kind of compare.
Wow, you actually own an Ewok wagon. Jesus.
Man, collect them all, John.
That's an expensive piece. That's why I got this one, because I was like, the real Ewok one is crazy expensive.
Hey, Jackson, you gotta go somewhere else.
The cat wants in. The cat's like, what are you playing with? You're playing with stuff. Let me play. That's a Rancor.
Yeah, this is a plastic model kit. I highly recommend this model kit.
That's awesome.
B-Wings, I don't recommend. Of course I do. Collect them all.
G-Force, how you doing? All that cool vintage Star Wars in a box. John is my action figure resource. Cat in a box. Cat, I mean. I'm usually spelling it cat. Thanks for the live streams on Sunday. I wish I could get here and love your content. Thank you. Thank you, Time Vault. I love you too. Gap's here. We want to see the cat, Rick. They want to see a live stream of just the cat, yeah. Oh, love the Rancor. Put them up versus the Kraken. Put the Rancor up versus the Kraken.
Here, did you hear that the new flu that's going around is actually called the Kraken?
Really? No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, like it's hitting BC hard here. And it's really called the Kraken.
I did not know that, but that's funny.
Dun, 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 dun. See, I sing your song in my sleep now. Dun, 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 dun. Tequila.
So the Battle Wagon here has a bunch of play features which are kind of cool, and like what Rick was pointing out, it has these shields on the side. I'm going to have to move these a little bit. Now I'm going to knock them all over while I'm moving them, because I want to push this back just a tiny bit. So it has these shields, and the shields do pop off, and apparently there's two different colors. There are gold and there are bronze. Mine are more of the bronze type. That would be something interesting too, is finding out what the differences are.
We can see the differences right now. All the wood brown is also a different color.
Yeah, I noticed yours is a little lighter, right?
Well, I mean, compared to the Ewok one,
I see what you're saying, yeah.
The dark brown color is a darker brown.
And then we have a ladder here that clips in and has these two little holes to go in on the bottom so they can climb to the second level. There would have been a catapult here, which Rick was showing off on his, and then a drum where they can beat the drum. Doom, 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 doom. We're coming to get you, drum. And
I wanted to stop working today.
There's this windy rope thing which you can lower the drawbridge, kind of whatever this is, and you just unwind it, and it lowers down. There we go. So then they can run out. Oh, we're gonna take over the castle, and we can batter ram it. We got this battering ram. Doosh, 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 doosh. We're knocking the castle door down. Doosh, doosh. Get them. and then once they break down the door, all the warriors go in and rape and pillage, because that's what they did back in the day. And
yeah, raping and pillaging is frowned upon nowadays.
Nowadays it is, yes.
Even in Canada.
Even in Canada, yeah.
Yeah, we changed that rule just last year.
You're not supposed to take over your neighbor's place by ramming it with a battering ram and then knocking it down and pillaging. So no more of that. Well, yeah, a fun little toy, I think, and I was surprised how big it was. I never ever owned a battle wagon, so of any kind, and I don't think I've even seen one in person. Because when I opened this, I found it online from someone for like $20, and I was like, I'll take that. Claim, I'm buying it, and he mailed it to me. And when I took it out of the box, I was like, holy crap, this is huge. I had no idea it was this big,
It's definitely a cool toy.
And it just was beyond my expectations as far as size. Which then made it seem more of a value, you know what I mean? Because I didn't think it was this big. I don't know what I maybe I was thinking like this tall and kind of a little bit. I didn't think it would be this gigantic. I don't know. It's a pretty beefy and big toy, and I kind of like it. So let me make you big here, Rick. Let's look at the what you've got set up here. Jeez, look at this thing.
Yeah, so a little comparison of the two.
G-Force.
The two wagons.
G-Force says he's glad that we told him that raping and pillaging is now frowned upon. I guess he was planning on doing something later on.
Oh,
I need to apologize to my neighbors, I guess. Gap says he woke up just to see the cat, so yeah. He's only here to see the cat. So
this was a cat at one time.
Oh, it was. Time Vault, unfortunately, I do not have the Kraken. I had the Kraken when I was a kid, and I wish I had a Kraken today, but I do not. Laughing my ass off, gee. So there we got the Rancor fighting Jabba and a cat.
Fight!
All right.
Go fight! Fight! No,
I love that skull. I can't believe you have that on there. That is amazing.
Yeah, man. I'm a collector.
Yeah.
I've had all these
you're
for a long time, though.
You're legit, dude. You're like so legit.
I'm too legit.
Yeah, too legit.
Okay, so the main difference with the tree fort is, of course, these included green branches.
Yeah, the huts. Well, the huts were green, and on the Ewok one, the huts are tan, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull one out here. So there's.
Yeah, there you go.
Here's the same part for the Ewok village, with the basket.
Yep.
In a brown color, and then the basket in a kind of a darker brown color, and then like a really dark green painted here instead of this light brown color. But otherwise, they are
identical. Yeah.
Except this one got a hole.
Oh.
Like you can put your weed in it.
So the those tree elements would fit on top then, right? The foliage.
Yeah, so there's one with like a peg.
Gotcha.
So they're not like like super awesome science has nothing to do with these. They just lay on there.
They just basically lay on there, yeah.
And then this biggest one, it kind of goes there.
And there's still a hole in the top.
Yeah, here, bear with me here. So there's levels.
Oh, look at that.
So this one goes first, so that one goes first. I think, oh no, this one just goes on there, I think. So yeah, this one has like 2 levels.
Wow, look at that.
Somehow. Again, children's toys.
Wow.
And then this one, I think, just kind of
went on there somehow. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, remember, we're 4 years old playing with these right now, right? So it's not super awesome rocket science. It's just green leaves on top, but it adds to the playset. Like,
yeah, no, it adds a lot. I wish
that village would be this much cooler with these.
Yeah,
these added green foliage pieces.
I wish they had thought of that. I wish they had thought of that when they made the Ewok village.
No joke. Yeah. And I wonder if these are recycled from like an old Fisher Price or something else.
Could be, yeah.
Just because we're talking about this line that is like
100%
released,
reused
parts, right? So I just have the complete Robin Hood playset.
Are those Kenner Ewok bongs?
Yeah. And I do also have a complete Kenner Ewok set in this box here.
Yeah.
I have 2 or 3 Ewok sets. So one day I do want to put them all together and have like a big, huge forest with like 13 trunks. But
yeah,
my apartment's not big enough.
Well, the other thing too is I bet you could, especially today with 3D printing, you could probably do a clever way of printing pieces to connect the walkways and stuff.
For sure.
You could because you got the walkways like you're showing there that are wrapped around the tree.
Yes.
That came with it. You could actually make straight walkways that go to other trees and different things and just extend it.
You can make it out of like real wood because it does have that
wood texture,
wood look.
Yeah.
You could easily kind of fake that. But I believe this is also a Robin Hood.
Yeah, it is. Yep, that's the Robin Hood Bolo shooter. Yep.
Kind of silly. But you said this was reused for like Dragon Age or Dragon Bones?
For Bone Age. Bone Age. They reused it. So later on, they made a line called Bone Age.
Fucking sakes, cat.
With cavemen and skeleton dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And that they reused that in Bone Age. So they Kenner even kept reusing stuff further down the line,
Yeah, I don't blame them.
Duffman's here. Hey, Duffman, how you doing? Good to see you. Oh yeah, look at that. Is that Mr. T? Yep. I pity the fool who doesn't like sitting under trees.
Mr. T Forest. Dun, 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 dun. Oh wait, I got Ewoks. Get out of there, Mr. T.
Look at all these bins of toys. Like, if I came over to your house, you'd be like, "Can we go through all the bins? Let's look at all the bins. Look at all these toys."
Yeah,
and every other thing, I'd be like, "Oh, look at that."
I actually cleaned up yesterday.
I see. Is that a Fisher Price space station thing back there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. I love that.
My new cat condo.
Yep.
Oh, this Death Star just laying around.
Yeah, just laying around.
Fuck, I got nowhere to put it, so it's going back in storage, sadly.
It's gonna get crushed if you leave it there.
It's actually pretty good, but my cat is known to like walk on whatever it wants, so
yeah.
I do have to be careful.
That's what cats do.
I have a head. So there, I got my VW van on the shelf now.
Nice.
My DeLorean. So I'll add my my A-Team van, I think, to a different cabinet.
Gotcha. Yeah, I have the A-Team van and put together, but I did same thing. I don't have it on display yet. I need to find it.
Badass.
See, I don't.
All the A-Team vans.
Yeah.
You got that one, John?
No, I don't have. I remember seeing the Lego one, and I actually might have it in a box somewhere. I may have grabbed it and just put it in a box, but I don't have it open at least.
Yeah, it was that Lego Dimensions game.
Yes, it was. Yeah, Lego Dimensions. Yeah. Corey. Corey's here. Lol. Fuck sakes, cat. Good to see you, Corey. Something wrong, Rick. There's empty wall space.
Yeah, I got. Look at that.
Mr. Tamiya. Mr. Tamiya's here. Sheltering, sanitizing, washing hands. Yeah. If you're running out of space, you can store them at my house from Geek Strong.
Yeah, I'll store all these pins there, Dino, and then every day you can ship them all out for me.
Yeah, you ship them out for them. Yeah,
and that's fair.
Oh, look at that Ewok village. Yeah.
And parts. So we were talking this morning a little bit about parts. You need a couple of mini rig parts.
Oh, let me think. And I don't think I do now. Because I got that other one that had the front gun for the IS. Was it the number 4 one, INT4 or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one INT4 without the gun on the nose and one with the gun on the nose. So technically I do need a nose gun still, but it's not essential anymore because I found another one, you know?
Yeah, they're pretty easy, they're a little rip in it, but that's from the actual battle. Remember that battle back in 84?
Yeah. That's cool. It's cool that you got both of them. The Ewok one never had shields on it on the side. So it was just the. Does it still have the holes for the shields or not? There's just nothing. No, there's no holes or anything, huh?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. So gray wheels as opposed to these black ones.
Yep.
The ladder color. I just want to see the skull.
Oh yeah, fits on the Rancor. Yeah.
That's badass.
It is. He's armored with bone armor.
I wonder what it's a skull from, right?
Was it a bantha skull? No.
I don't know. Banthas have horns on the top of their heads.
Oh yeah, they don't have tusks.
Man,
yeah,
I'm gonna send this picture to Mythic Legions, and I'm gonna be a millionaire.
Make this, yeah.
Make this now with a saddle.
I need a clear dome for the Hoth mini rig. Geek Strong says. Orlando says I just want all the mini rigs. Kraken and Rancor destroy Ewok Robin Hood villages in an animation, please.
Yeah.
Chris, good morning. 1000th Ghost, how you doing? Dino found an Ed 209, but the store wants $100. I'm still waiting to just find one at Target. Oh, is that the Rancor that comes with the model kit?
Yeah, and it's perfect scale. Like it's the same, it's a good 4-inch size figure. It was a complete gray model kit. I've just never ever painted it because that's never been my skill, but I will one day. It's absolute.
So G-Force wants you to torture your cat. He says, does the Battle Wagon skull fit on the cat's head to turn him into Battle Cat?
Come here, Jax.
Let's put this on.
I have the power.
It looks like it might just fit, but you don't really want to squeeze his head out.
Pretend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some those Riddell Star Wars helmets, and I got some mini Riddell football helmets. I'm not gonna lie, I have put those on cats before. They don't like it.
Yeah, they. Do you have the vintage Testy Coil A-Team?
Testicle what?
The A-Team van.
Yes, my testicles are vintage.
Yeah, there you go. That's some true Oh my gosh. You know how much I want that General Lee? Oh my God. Why haven't you ever showed me this before? I had that as a kid.
Have you not watched any of my shorts or my reels?
Maybe not. I mean, like, I don't watch every single one that pops up. Sorry.
Well, those are my most popular videos.
Yeah.
So my Trons, I got none of the white accessories.
I remember your Tron and the A-Team, but I just somehow missed the General Lee one.
And these are the original Funko reactions. These are rad.
And they're more scale with the car, yeah.
Well, they came with the car. That car was also Funko reaction. So Funko reaction can make cool stuff.
Yeah. Hopefully. I need that pig dude in the middle. That's one that I need.
Ovion?
No. The Blagar, whatever that pig looking guy. The Ovian was the green one.
Borat.
That's it, Borax, yeah.
Dress.
Oh, yeah.
That gold dress. And then that's the reaction Michael Knight with the Diamond Select kit.
Oh, nice.
Perfect.
Nice. Oh, there's Mork. Yeah.
So this is my most watched video on TikTok and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then again, the diamond DeLorean is perfect for these reaction figures, man. I love these. These are some of my faves.
That's they look great opened up and all together like that, yeah.
They look great on cards too.
No, but they look good open. I mean, they really do.
So I need a couple more Breaking Bads. I want to find some of these find a native guy for Lack so you can have all the native guys, the native bad guy. Yeah, so all my reactions I got in these two cases here.
Yeah, they look good.
So my aliens. I need a few more aliens. I need one more.
I've got a lot of those. They're still on card though.
I just need that gold guy. The guys
Dallas.
with the gun. I just need those alien guys.
Lilu Dallas multipass. Oh, Michael, look at that.
Who's bad? That's just a statue kind of thing.
Run,
I've been waiting
DMC.
4 months for my damn Beastie Boys figures. I'm getting sick, man, because I think they're on clearance in the States now. And I think I paid $120 for them, and I've been waiting 3 months. So kind of a pain in the ass, man. Like, I really wish there was some easier ways of collecting between me and all my American friends, and when shit goes on sale and when shit's at $130 in Canada. Like, it's just...
Yeah, I was going to say, can't we help you out with that? Like,
well,
if
anyone sees those Beastie Boys figures for like $10 or less anywhere, please buy them.
Can you still cancel that order?
Here.
Could you cancel that order if we did find them? You know what I mean? Save you some money?
I've been trying to cancel it for 2 weeks because I could use the $150 for other stuff like like electricity and internet and
food.
Food. I like food once a month. Yeah, I partly got up early too because I do have to try and sell some stuff, like literally. So it's not
me too.
Any of this stuff. It'll be other stuff.
Well, I was talking with Dino yesterday about that. Because I've got a similar situation to you right now. The toy room it's full of boxes that are almost up to my head in every available walking space. So I can't really even get to the wall that has the toys hanging from the pegs.
Yeah.
And I can't get to the G.I. Joe room or the other side where the Transformers and He-Man is. Like, I just literally can't get over there right now without moving like 100 boxes. So, and I've got 2 storage sheds full and 2 closets full of stuff in boxes. So I was like, and these things have been moving around the house. Like, now there's nothing in the living room because nothing stored in the living room because we cleared it out when people came over for Christmas. And my dad and everybody, they kind of don't want me to put stuff back there in storage. So I've just said to over that break, I was like, I got to come to the realization that I have too much stuff. And a lot of it is I got to get rid of some of the modern stuff because I've got a lot of modern things that I just didn't have room to put on display, so I put them in boxes to store them. And it's just kind of like, what good is having it if I'm not going to put it on display? And I can't just store stuff for the sake of storing it, you know?
Yeah, and that's kind of what I do too. So in this set, I'm only missing the Stormtrooper helmet.
Yeah.
So these are made by Riddell, the football helmet company.
Yeah, okay.
They're really, really good scale helmets. They come in these boxes here.
That's cool.
I got to build. Got some stuff to build.
But yeah, what I'll probably end up doing is I'm going to end up like, I want to like go through everything and sort it all out and be like, okay, these are all the Black Series I'm going to get rid of. These are all the, say, like if I got extra Masters of the Universe, that's all them, and put them all together and then just do a big, like put them up on our group, in our groups and say, does anybody need any of this stuff? Do they want to trade or whatever, you know, and so, you know, I'd rather they go to someone that needs them than wouldn't some of that modern stuff now be vintage? That's what I always think about. I'm like, you know, in another 20 years, all these Black Series figures will be considered vintage, you know? Yeah. So you're just like, eventually the stuff you have is going to be vintage, you know, and you don't want to burden all the other folks. You don't want to burden your yeah. Store it for sentimental. Well, the problem is I don't have anywhere to store it anymore. I already have 2 storage sheds full. I can't do a third. That's just not going to happen.
I need a throne for 6-inch Jabba. That's something I've wanted ever since they made a Jabba. Why they made him without a throne is beyond me, but...
Well, and he's a little small. He's too small for it to...
He's good enough, man. He just needs a damn throne.
He doesn't scale the right size. Like if you stand your Black Series figure next to him, he's not the right height.
I think it looks good.
Is that the Black Series Wicket?
Yeah.
Wow, he's little.
That's cool. Rad.
Yeah, I can't wait to get mine. I don't know when mine's coming.
One of my favorite new figs, so he can't be on my list of top 5 figures for 2022 because I just got him the other day.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Some of my modern Transformers are now 17 years old. I don't do time well. Rum, you could be like Rum. Rum has 3 storage units. Yeah. I guess you're right. Yeah, maybe he is. Because I remember, 3PO standing next to him. I just, for some reason, I just always thought he was too small, but maybe you're right. Maybe he is okay. Yeah, it definitely needs a throne for him, though.
I started to make one out of foam 4 years ago, but never completed it. Because that's my style, is to start and stop.
Yeah, start something and never finish it. Yeah, it's like all of us. We all have a project we started and never finished.
So do you have all of the figures?
On card, yeah, but not loose.
So what are there, like 8 of them, 10 of them?
There's 8, yeah.
Yeah, I think I come across them quite often up here loose. And even on card, like all of the, like even like things like this battle ram or this wagon thing or catapult. I find these things in boxes, new old stock all the time. Because they were not popular selling toys.
Well, the other thing though is there's 8 figures on the US release here, but I did just recently find out that there was 1 figure that was released in the UK that never came to the United States, and he's not on the back of the box. And
oh, really? I didn't know that.
I can't remember which one it was, but yeah. Well, that's like Rum's saying here. I have a lot of duplicates. That's what happened with me. There was a period of time where I was just putting stuff in boxes and I didn't have any room to display things. And when I go through these boxes, I end up finding massive duplicates. Like there'll be 3 Ahsokas in the box. There's like 4 Kylo Rens, and you're like, why do I have 4 Kylo Rens? You know what I mean? And so it's like, and that's the problem too, is that nobody wants a Kylo Ren. So it's like,
but nobody wants these monkey lizard guys either.
No, not at all, right? Yeah. So it's like I can't even give them away.
Well, I did give my buddy a bag of Robin Hood figures that I had extras of, and he took the soft goods and he put them on some of his Mythic Legion little
there you go, yeah,
and stuff, and he thinks they're awesome. He loves them. Great for customizing.
We're all victims of the 80s CIA experiment. Beauties. So yeah, I'm gonna go through we'll go through real quick one more time looking at the figures, and then we're gonna close out, and at 9:00 will be, in a half hour, will be Dino's Toys and Fitness. And then after Toys and Fitness on Rum's Lego Studs channel at after 10
Toys
o'clock.
And Fitness is bacon and cigarettes.
Will be Lego Studs on the Lego Studs channel, hosted by Salacious Rum. And then later today, we have, look at this. I got it all set up. Here, so we can.
Oh, I can join you in your Jeopardy later today because I'm a definite ringer.
Connor wants to play today. He wrote me first, so
that's fine. I was asleep when I replied.
But
I'm not the same level as Connor anyway. I'm like,
where am I doing here? Okay, add to. So we have the Jeopardy game. You can see that, right?
Oh man, I totally forgot this did this.
So we have Jeopardy, Toy Jeopardy coming up later today, and that will be awesome to do. 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. GMT, 10 a.m. Pacific. Toys and Fitness with Dandy and Geek Strong, 9 a.m. today, so in about a half hour. And then after that will be Lego Studs, and then later today will be the Jeopardy show. Start kicking off the tournament of toys that'll be going on for the next 9 or 10 weeks, because we got a lot of games to play for that.
And I'm gonna do a 2,000-hour live stream.
2,000-hour live stream, really?
No, not really.
You like Chris? You want to go 24/7?
I just got to make a video go viral so I get 2,000 watch hours.
So playing stuff in the background.
I might be naked running around the forest later.
Playing stuff in the background just doesn't work then, does it? Because I have made up a playlist and have been playing some of your videos and Geek Strong's videos.
No, it does work. It does work. It does work. Like I do it myself. My own watch hours do count, but I can't watch something for 2,000 hours. It takes 3 months.
Well, I guess if you need that many, I guess I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. It takes one 5-minute video to go viral, 20,000 views, boom, you're monetized. You got 10,000 watch hours. Like it's I've been doing a little bit of research. You can buy them for like $8, but I don't want to buy it.
No, you don't want to buy it.
I want to gain it naturally so they continue to watch my gorgeous content.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Do you have this Jabba?
No, I never got the 6-inch Jabba. No.
Here's what I forgot he did.
Oh, his mouth opens.
It's actually really awesome. Just move his arms.
Hoy, hoy. Yeah.
The head doesn't turn, but his mouth moves.
Yeah. Hoy, hoy. I should have that at the beginning of one of mine.
I think I got that at Walmart for $10.
Wow, really?
Well, because they didn't come with a throne. Like, it was such a stupid idea of a toy. It came with not a green Ula.
Not green Ula.
Well, why? She's the wrong color. Like, I don't know why they made her. Well, no, she's kind of green, but she could have been more green. And a bunch of pillows. So it came with pillows, but nothing to put the pillows on.
That's funny. Nothing to put the pillows on.
And here's my Dejeric chess pieces.
Oh, yeah.
That I got off that Chewbacca figure.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Because my Falcon was missing those when I bought it.
See, I wonder if things were different when it happened for me, because I had the watch hours and all the other requirements way before I had 1,000 before I had 1,000 subscribers. So,
well,
for
I've
me,
only been making kind of videos the past year, even though my channel's been around for 11 years. Like, my first 3 videos were 11 years ago, and then like an 11-year pause of no videos, and then videos again. But what's weird is last Saturday, I needed like exactly 2,000 watch hours, give or take an hour. Now, looking yesterday, I needed more watch hours than I needed a week ago.
Because the first month dropped off. It has to be in like the last 10 months or something. So,
well, it's a year, but I didn't have like videos a year ago. So there's no videos that took off hundreds and hundreds of watch hours that were a year ago. So yeah, I'm a little confused. I'll look again today. If it's down again, then I'll kind of throw. They're
probably scamming you. You know, like they're just.
It's a scam. All that money I paid. I'm telling you right now, the scam that is going right now is freaking StreamYard. I'm sorry to say it, but I'm not happy with them and the money that I pay them for HD video. Like they lied to me on their advertising saying full HD, $25 a month, and it's not. So it's false advertising.
And they they helped me out by refunding it, but it's like the website is not designed right.
It's designed right for scamming.
I hit that compare button, and it charged
your card, didn't it?
It charged me like $1,000 for like this.
It's like I said, it's
set up massive.
It's set up to purposely scam you. So last week my payment didn't go through because I didn't reload my credit card. So the freaking guy emailed me like 7 times in like a 4-day period. Hey man, you got to pay your bill. Hey man, it's real easy. Pay your bill. Click this link here. Hey man, you got to update your. I'm like, dude, am I your only paying customer? Like, sir, go away. It's Christmas Day.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You're emailing me Christmas Day to pay a $25 bill. Go away. So yeah, I think I'm the only one that pays for StreamYard and if anyone else pays for StreamYard, comment below. Because I'm the only one to ask money from.
Yeah, they're freaking out because you didn't pay it. Yeah.
So I think they're bigger than they used to be, but I don't think they're as big as people think.
Well, a lot of people have been going over to other things like that. There's another stream one that streams something like Stream Link or Stream, I don't know, but and then there's
Stream Labs. There's all.
Yeah, and then there's like
Zoom,
people use YouTube. That UBS. Yeah. So
and OBS is the one that I want to learn how to use because it's the best, and it has a big learning curve.
Yeah, and somehow this is another thing. Like Geekstrong got it for only $10 a month instead of $25.
Yeah,
like,
I don't get it either.
And no one can find that deal that he found. Like I don't know how he managed to do that.
For me, it's $25 US a month, and I paid it for more than a year. I just get pissed off every time it's a day late, and I'm like, fuck off, man! Like, come on.
Yeah.
So that's kind of basically why I would really appreciate the stupid monetization purpose of YouTube is to gain that $25 a month to pay for the stupid thing to make your videos look a little better.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's about it. Like I don't want to pay my bills with YouTube. I want to pay stupid StreamYard bills and maybe one day, earn $100 and buy like a microphone, things like that.
Yeah, the TVC Jabba did come with a throne. I think most of the other versions of Jabba had a throne, but not the Black Series for some reason.
Yeah, correct. The Vintage Collection one did come with a throne. It's a pretty good one.
And Geekstrong says, I like StreamYard because the mascot's a duck. It's the only reason, because the duck.
Actually, yeah, that's what these are from. These are from the 3 3/4 Jabba.
Oh, yeah.
The pillows and the Ula.
Oh, okay.
Because this one just came in a box like the Wampa and
like a little window box, yeah.
Yeah, the black window box like the Tauntaun and the Wampa. And no accessories at all. Did he come with a Salacious? He must have came with a Salacious.
Probably. I don't know. I don't remember. Well, I actually want to wrap it up and finish my breakfast before we get into other things. Later today, like I said, in a half hour, we got Geekstrong and Dan D 1981 doing toys and fitness. So that'll be something to check out. Sweet. We will have at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. That's 10, let's see, 11, 12, 1, 2. That's 3 p.m. GMT. We are going to have the Lego Studs over on Rum's Lego Studs channel. And everyone's going to be there building Lego. And then later today at 1 p.m. Eastern time, which is 6 p.m. GMT in the UK, we will be kicking off the Jeopardy Tournament of Toys with the special co-host Geekstrong helping me keep track of everything and keeping the thing running smoothly. And then we will have players in Shabby Geek. G-Force will be a player, and now it looks like Connor is going to be another player in that. So Peaky dropped. Peaky Arrow was going to play this weekend, but he dropped out. He had to work a last-minute work thing come up, so he had to do an emergency work thing and get out. And so he'll be on either next week or the week after. So he's still going to play. It's just he has to delay it.
He's got to go watch 20 hours of cartoons.
Maybe that's it, yeah, to catch up, to get to know what's going on, right? So I'm going to end the stream here for today. So thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with us. I know Zazzle just showed up. How you doing, Sergeant Slaughter's Slaughterhouse? And thanks for the link there. That's cool. Some great guys over there, and I love watching their live streams. They do some awesome ones over there on the Slaughterhouse channel. Cool stuff. What Connor's playing, I'm out. The G-Force is taken up. He doesn't want to play against Connor, I guess. Thanks, White Shadow. I hope that's a joke. I hope the G-Force doesn't care that Connor's playing. Mr. Tamiya, thank you. So we got some awesome stuff that Rick's showing off here and on the way out. All right, guys. So thank you so much. Tune in to all the other things that are going on today. There's basically live streams to entertain you pretty much most of the day here on Sunday. So I hope you can attend most of the things, if not all. And next week, I'm not sure what we're going to do for next week, but we will be doing some more Sunday morning vintage. So, yeah, I'll come up with something between now and then. Look at all these awesome things. They're just great. Mr. T. All right, on the way out, we're going to play our theme here. Here we go. Bye, Rick.
Thanks, John.
Thanks for joining me, Rick. I appreciate it. And thanks to everybody in the chat.
Hi, this is Ashley Eckstein, voice of Ahsoka Tano, and thank you for listening to the Super Awesome Geek Show.